My name's Dukoff. I just turned 26. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm a photographer. My father's a cinematographer and director, and he gave me my first camera when I was 13. And I grew up in a creative household, and he was incredibly supportive of my photography from the very beginning. So I just started taking pictures of my friends and family and just things around me. And before I knew it, I felt like I identified myself as a photographer. And I had a close friend who's a successful musician, and I started photographing him innocently, and before I knew it, one of my photos of him was published in Rolling Stone, so it was kind of a quick introduction into the photography industry, but it was great. I think I've been shocked by how hurt one can get by not being awarded a job, because this is such, people think it's a very superficial industry in some ways, and it is. Don't get me wrong, I take pictures, but it's very emotional too. People really invest everything they have into these careers, and when you're not getting where you want to be, it's like teenage heartbreak. It feels the same way, or as a kid when you didn't get that toy, you want it more than anything in the world. And so I think I've been shocked by how emotional one can feel about their job. Success for me is being able to do what I love, which is photography. I think it's such a blessing that I get to make a living by taking pictures. Being behind the lens is where I always want to be, and now I get to do that on a daily basis is the most wonderful experience. Also, success is constantly challenging yourself. I feel the second I'm getting comfortable or used to a certain way of photographing, I better change it up, because obviously I'm not progressing. So I think success it's constantly in a state of evolution. The best advice I've ever been given is you just got to stick with it. There will always be people out there more talented than you. There will always be people who want the same jobs as you do. The photography or film industry, it's extremely competitive. And with all the rejection that this industry entails, eventually people will give up and fall by the wayside. But if you just really stick with it and believe in yourself and stay true and constantly work, you're going to make it. My next personal project, I really want to concentrate on the American West, and specifically teenage culture. I kind of want to just go document and see what's left of that mythology I have in my head of the American West. What are teenagers today doing in Montana, Wyoming, maybe even the Southwest? I've always been, when I'm not photographing, all I want to do is ride horses, so I've always been really interested in that culture. So that's sort of what's next, is maybe just taking a look at that lifestyle. As a Shape What's to Come ambassador, I'm really looking forward just to connecting with girls around the world. I think it's an opportunity to interact with women and young girls that otherwise I wouldn't be able to communicate with, so I think it's a really great opportunity.